It's been almost a month since I uploaded my last video. I'm so sorry. I just got super busy and my personal life, nothing bad. I'm just helping coach a volleyball team, which I love doing, but it just kind of took over a big portion of my day. So I haven't been able to film or edit. I got the most best thing in the mail this week. I got the Jaclyn Hair Palette. I mean, look how beautiful it is. Just sitting here. And let's look at the inside. It's a little dirty already just because I've used it. But just such a beautiful palette. So this is what inspired this look I have on my eyes today. I was so excited to finally get this palette. I finally got it on the 3rd restock. Finally. And so I am so excited that I have it. I'm going to do so many different looks with this palette. So I decided to first do a very warm, kind of orangey cranberry color look today. And then I'm going to start doing another like colorful look using those blues and purples. I'm so excited to use those colors. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. So the first color we're going to grab is Pooter, and we're going to place that on our lid as our first transition color. So just working that mainly on the outer corner and in the crease to start building up the colors. Secondly, we're going to grab the color Hunts, which I'm in love with. It's a very deep red, kind of orangey color. And the same thing we're going to do, just mainly focus it on the outer corner and in the crease. Next, we're grabbing the color Roxanne, and with a very small fluffy brush, we are going to focus that mainly on the outside, and then I'm just kind of dragging it and building a little half moon on my eyelid. Now we're going to go back into Hunts and deepen up that outer corner with that small blending brush, and so we're just trying to build up that color to make it really intense. Now we're going to dip back into Pooter with a very fluffy brush, and I'm just using that color to help transition all the colors together. Now I'm going to dip into the color Chip, which is a very dark brown color, and this will mainly just go on the outer half of our eyelid. And then I just grabbed a fluffy brush just to help blend that out. Next, I grabbed my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to be using that just to carve out half a cut crease, if it makes sense. So I am just doing the inner half of my eyelid, cutting the concealer to make a kind of a half moon. I'll just let you guys see what I'm doing. It's better than me trying to explain it. Now next, I just grabbed a very small detailed brush, and I'm going to be grabbing my setting spray and spraying that some on this brush. And we're going to start working on putting that glittery shadow on our lid. So once I've got that wet, I grab the color Obsessed, which is a very creamy, bright, sparkly white shade color. And I am just going to pat that right on top where I put the concealer. And then I'm grabbing the color Hunts again onto the fluffy brush and just going back in there to deepen the color again, just because I didn't want to lose any of that intensity when I did the cut crease. And now I did skip showing eyeliner and mascara only because I've done it a couple times in my videos, and there we have the eyes. Okay, so this is the eyes so far. I am going to add lashes. So the lashes I'm going to be using today is by the brand Pure, and it's the Pro Eyelashes. These are cruelty free and they're in the style Bombshell. They are very dramatic. I haven't worn these yet, so this is the first time I'm going to be wearing them. But I don't know if you guys can see that from here, but they're super dramatic. But I'll put them on and then I'll do a close-up at the end for you guys to see. Okay, so I'm back with the lashes on. These are super dramatic. Like, I'm looking in the mirror and I love them. They're super wispy and fluttery. Definitely not for an everyday occasion, but they are so pretty. Perfect for this look. So yeah. So let's move on to the face. First thing we're going to do is prime. Okay, so for primer, I'm using the Hangover RX by Too Faced. So I'm going to just grab that and just do one pump in. But I am going to use a second primer because I still have really bad pores in this area. So I just fixed the lighting a little bit because I felt like it was super dark. But I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish primer on my pores because I still have really big pores there. And the Hangover primer doesn't really help on that. So I'm just going to grab a little bit and just dab it here. And then next is foundation. Of course, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, but I'm also going to mix in some of these NYX Total Control drops because I feel like this has been super matte, and this kind of gives me a little bit of glow and also helps with the consistency and color. So we're going to do that really fast. So there we have our foundation. And so the next step is to put concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Sand. I did get it a little bit too light in my shade range. So I just use a very small amount of this to blend it in with my skin. Next time I repurchase this, I'm definitely going to get my color so I can really work with it as much as I can because I really love it. So I'm just going to dab on a little bit here. Then with the same e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, we're going to blend this out. So now we're nice and bright under there, and we're going to set it really quick with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Grab this dome brush here. This is from BMX. It's a 130 pointed blush brush, but I'm going to use it because it fits perfect right under the eyes. Now I don't want to set the rest of my face just yet because I do want to do something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to cream contour. I think it's perfect for a look that's a little bit more dramatic to do a cream contour because it just helps really intensify the contour and the color. So I'm going to do that. And so what I'm going to be using to cream contour is the NYX Wonder Stick, and I got this in the color Universal. So I'm just going to use the contour side, which looks like this, and just mark where I want to contour. So it's right here, here, and we're just going to blend that in with e.l.f. Sculpting Face Brush and just blend that in. Okay, so now that we got that cleaned up, now we can set the rest of the face. And so now we do need to set that cream contour. Even though I did use the translucent powder to set the rest of my face, I do want to set down the contour with some bronzer. So what I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I'm just going to use the contour color. And this is in Dulce de Leche. As you can tell, I really love this color. I use it every day. I've already hit pan, so it's a good one, guys, and it goes really well with my skin tone. So just gonna grab that onto a Real Techniques multitask face brush and just start going over the same places where I put that cream contour. So before I finish the rest of my face, I do not want to forget, I'm going to finish underneath the eyes because I always forget to do that part in my videos. So going back with my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to grab the first color which I use, which is Pooter. And I'm just going to grab that onto a very small, little, very precise brush. And we're going to go into Hunt next. The same brush, and just grab very little because these are very pigmented shadows. And we're just going to apply that on the outer portion of the underneath, the under eye. And then, very last step, just going to grab the color Chip and put that right in the middle, just to darken it up down there. But like I said, very little. We don't want it too dark. Okay, so these are the finished eyes. Now let's just finish off the face. So for blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon in the color Mellow Wine. This is like such a pretty warm blush color, and so I think it just looks perfect with these eyes, so that's why I chose to use it. So just on a blush brush, and you barely have to use any of this. This is so pigmented as well. So make sure you dust off your brush, and then I'm going to put this on the apples of my cheeks. Now for our favorite part, which is highlight, I'm going to be using a very exciting product that I'm so excited to try out. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powders. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have used these powders before, but they're very, very intense, dramatic highlights. They are a very finely milled, dusted little, I don't know if you guys can see, powder. So you know how some highlighters are compacted down into a little compact? This one literally is just like loose dust. So I'm just going to grab what's in the lid, and on just a very small, this is my contour brush, but I like it for highlight because I think I get a more intense look. So I'm just going to grab some of that and apply it to the cheekbones. Oh my god. Do you guys see that? Oh my god, it is such a pretty highlight. Like in person, it is such like way more intense than it looks on camera. Look at that nose highlight. That's what I like to see. That is such a pretty highlighter. I mean, look at how pretty that highlight is. Like, in person, it is so pretty. I'm going to do a zoom in of the eye, but you'll see how intense this highlight is. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, for the lips, I decided to do a color that's very similar to the colors I have on my eyes. You can even see I did some swatching because I didn't know what color to pick. But the color that I ended up picking that I think will look so good with this look is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Mama. It's a very pretty terracotta color. I think matches the eyes very good. And these colors are super matte, so keep that in mind. You can put a lip balm underneath if you don't like super matte colors. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I forgot I even had this color. I am so happy I remembered I had this color, because I think it looks so perfect with this look. It's very warm, very, I don't know, I love it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I am so in love with it. Like, I went into filming this video not knowing what I was going to do. I was just looking at the palette thinking, should I do a colorful look, a warm look, a natural look? Like, I had no idea. And I was looking at that color Hunts so much. I was like, I want to make something with that color. And so I came up with this, and I love it so much. It is like 12 o'clock. It's midnight right now in the morning, and I'm so sad that I have to take this off right away because it's such a pretty look. And this lip color, I'm so happy I found that I had it in my collection. Like, I knew I had it, but I totally forgot about it, and it's just reminded me of how pretty it is. And oh, I just love this palette so much. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. So just hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you guys want to know when I upload videos, which I hope I get more consistent on, you can turn on the notifications, and that will automatically notify you exactly the moment I upload a video. So if you guys want to turn that on, that would be great. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Again, sorry that I've been a little bit MIA, but I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!